Christwood here, October 5th, 2021, 3:45 p.m. I am getting no feeling in my head and in my face, only shocking and electricity. I am being seriously numbed and burned in the spot in the back of my head. Twice, 2 times so far today, William Billy Wooldridge has been out stalking. Right at 12:30, he went to Tim Hortons, like clockwork, like he used to do, go in there every day at lunchtimes to stalk children. He was doing it for the chief. He was doing it for himself. Human sex trade, slavery, trafficking, child and adults. He is the boss. He is the boyfriend. He is the lover. He is the co-offender to OPP Spencer Mills, to OPP Staff Sergeant, to OPP Chief Now Gone, to OPP Shannon Cork, OPP Robert Lucas, OPP Robert Kane, Stacy, a mental health worker, Shelley Huffington, mental health and co-worker to cops, crime cover-up doctor, Dr. Tatiana V, medical file falsifier, name falsifier, medical blacklister, and the one that's committing and covering up crimes with and for these bastards. They are using their badges, they are using their positions, there is others involved. William Wooldridge is an inmate escapee or an early release psych patient or something. He is a meth-fed, protected murderer. He is the one killing people for OPP revenge who speak their crimes, lies, time-buying, cover-ups, injuring, torturing, provable brain damage, provable skull deforming, for identity theft, all being done from the inside. This is to try to get me off my own consciousness. This is to try to get me to forget about what's taken place. William Wooldridge lives at 149 Center Street North, Napanee. He's the boss to these people, but I also found out today he is taking orders from another guy here in Napanee. I know who it is, but I am not going to mention his name for the simple reason is I will be killed tonight. I mention his name, I will be shot, I will be killed before the end of the night on October 5th, so I'm not going to go there. This is a very, very, very seriously dangerous person. William Wooldridge is the boss to the cops and others, and this guy is the boss over him. And like I said, he is a very, very seriously dangerous person here in Napanee, so I'm not going to mention his name because I don't need a bullet. I almost got that from fucking trying to get their boss, William Billy Wooldridge, arrested at OPP. They surrounded me with their hands on their guns, trying to prevent his arrest, trying to prevent any paperwork being done on them as well. So, it benefited everybody. It benefited them. It benefited Wooldridge. Lies, time buying, cover-ups, and I'm being turned into a vegetable. Cannot go to the hospital. Cannot get help. They know it. I know it. Thanks to Tatiana V and the lies against me, using their badges and their fucking credentials to do it. And all I did was speak of police crimes, and as a result, all of this. 2+ years of this. Them taking off William Billy Wooldridge's prisoner tracking, they putting it onto me for stalking, for framing. He is guilty. They are guilty of homicide in the first degree against my mother. They are sex trade slavery traffickers. They are pedophiles. They are drug traffickers. The drugs in Napanee, the hard drugs, are being put out by Spencer Mills, by Robert Kane, by William Wooldridge, and by this other person who I am not going to name because he is even over them. And like I said, he is a very seriously dangerous person here in Napanee. So he is a very, very, very well known person here in Napanee as well. So, I am not going to go there. I don't need that bullet, especially William Wooldridge, Billy Boy Fuckface, who has stalked me twice so far. I was standing out front. I come out first. I go out front. He is standing right across the road, and that was approximately 12:30 p.m. on his way to Tim Hortons. A little while ago, I was standing out back of my apartment where I'm living now, talking to my neighbor, and he conveniently comes through the back way, walking right by us, waving his hands at me, waving his hands to us. Oh, hi, how are you? Thinking that I wouldn't know who the fuck he is. And I know damn well who he is. And I want the cocksucker arrested. I do not care if he is the boss, boyfriend, lover, co-offender to you, OPP Spencer Mills, to you, Staff Sergeant. He has committed sex assaults with you. And to also Chief, Shannon Cork, Robert Kane, Robert Lucas. You all need to lose your pensions. You all need to lose your badge and guns. You need to lose your immunity. You need to be fired. You need to have handcuffs put on you. And you need to be thrown in jail. You make your money through human trafficking, child and adults. You make your money through drug trafficking and other crimes that you are involved with. And like I said, once again, using your badges, using your positions as a way to get away with it, but above suspicion. Plus the lies and everything else that once you cast against the people that you are doing it to, you know that there's no help medically or legally here in Napanee, and this is exactly why you're doing it and exactly why you know that you're going to get away with it. How many homicides, this is not an accusation, but how many homicides have you actually really committed, OPP, with Wooldridge and been covered up at Lennox and Eddington Hospital that's been gotten away without suspicion because of your positions, because of your badges? You don't need your badge to commit homicide. I know that. You don't need your gun to commit homicide. I know that. You also have William Aldrich, who is more than willing to do it for you while you're sitting back protecting him, which protects you, buying time with the lies and everything, which also protects you as well. So, everything's been done to get out of criminal civil lawsuits. Everything's been done to try to discredit me, to try to quit me talking about this, to prevent me help legally and medically. My head's completely flat. My face is being pushed out. That spot on the back of my head, that's where I'm getting the burning. And it feels like a fucking hole starting in my head. Like I am getting burnt there so much and getting so much fucking injuring and damage to that spot. It's and last time I went to the hospital and talked to a doctor there, her first words when I showed her what was going on, especially and the skull deforming, her first words, she looked at my chart. How much cocaine have you had? Fuck you, you stupid bitch. I do not do drugs, and I'm sick of explaining that. I am against drugs. I've lost too many friends and family from that junk, so I do not do drugs. Sorry for your luck, you fucking bitch. You were going on a falsified, lying file. Compliments of Tatiana B. Compliments of Joy Hadley. Compliments of Dr. McGregor, Dr. Pritchard, Dr. Barton, Dr. Ambimbola, Dr. White or Waldron. The one that likes to call people retarded, tell them that identity thefts and brain damage and all this stuff does not happen. doctors that think sex assaults from cops is, you need to see a psychiatrist. They think it's fucking joke. They think it's a mental disorder. This has nothing to do with any mental illness or anything else or drugs. It has to do with criminal, and it has to do with cops, their boyfriend, lover, two mental health workers, and doctors, and they're covering up, and the way they are doing it and how they're getting away with it here in Napanee. Every child matters to them because they're seen as money for them for the human sex trade, slavery, and for also pedophilia. The lives of elderly does not matter to them because they're just seen as some lives that they can take and lie about it and get away with. Right, OPP, right, Waldridge, like you did with my mother. Christ would love all, hate none. Take this serious. As you can see, you cocksucker, there's been more deforming to my face. You're getting away with this, plus you're starting to stalk me again. And you're doing it all to throw it in my face, hoping that I will react against you so you and your OPP boys will have a fucking excuse to try to do something to me so you can turn this around on me. That's not gonna happen, you fucking garbage. I am not giving you any excuses to turn this around on me. Sorry for your luck.